Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot, and welcome to your mid-month update. I'm so sorry, Pisces. I'm so sorry I didn't get a reading out for you guys last month. Life has been a little insane, but in the best way. In the best ways. Like I got a kitten. My son started playing soccer. Things have been a little bit hectic, but exciting, and in all good, positive ways. And it's been a little bit of me choosing to do the things that make me happy. But I got to a point today where I was like really feeling all this really intense energy that's going to come over in the next couple of weeks. And I'm like, oh, I can't just not do it. So I wanted to jump in and give everybody updates, although the readings will be a lot shorter, sweeter, and to the point, which might make them better for everybody. But I wanted to get in here and give you guys a little bit of support, Pisces. So the energy is supportive to you. And I say that because Pluto is, sextiling your sign. Uranus is sextiling your sign. And it means opportunities. Now you're coming out with a Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Man, everybody's getting this Wheel of Fortune. It's for real this month. Like we've been saying, we feel change coming. Here it is. The Aries new moon was the trigger, and man, is it good. Love it. All right, so let's talk about this, Pisces. I'm looking at these two cards here, and there is just such a difference between these two people. Like a difference in every way, shape, or form, and I feel like there is somebody significant in your life. And keep in mind, this can be vice versa. But I feel this Knight of Swords energy as you, Pisces, and he seems to be wanting to make a run from it. Now I'm kind of drawn to kind of the more drearier landscape, like the darker clouds in the sky, a little bit more dirt, and the grass isn't quite as green and vibrant. The only vibrant color within the picture is the bottom of his shoes, saying and telling me that he's sort of making a run for it. Running away from, maybe literally, maybe figuratively, maybe even just emotionally moving away quickly, detaching from this Knight of Pentacles energy. And this Knight of Pentacles is super dependable, super strategic and careful in his movement. He doesn't really like to do anything impulsive, right? Everything has to be planned. And, if you want something, you have to save for it and really deeply consider the consequences, and these people that we just love in our lives. We love these people because they keep it all together. And I think there's a part of you that loves this person because they keep it all together. And yet there's this part of you that wants to get the hell out of Dodge. And I just get the idea kind of more intuitively that this energy feels very contracting to you. Like you have to almost allow yourself to be controlled in order to live up to this Knight of Pentacles status. Now, if this is a boss, then this is most likely not going to work out. Like there's these two energies, you're kind of like this, I don't know, you're, like this super smart, intelligent salesperson that like can do their own thing. And like, here's this manager who's like, yeah, but you have to say this pitch. You have to actually read from these cue cards. And you're like, oh my God, I cannot do it this way. And here we have the Wheel and the Queen of Cups. And ironically, it's right underneath the bottom of the deck, which is the Two of Wands, which is a beautiful energy of curiosity and wonder, like, what would life be like if I wasn't here? And I always say that the Two of Wands is kind of like my longing card, like the grass must be greener on the other side. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes we just want a change. The Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups indicates really, this is kind of a very specific message, but the need to have compassion. You know, the Two of Wands can bring on this urge, you know, like this need to change it and to change it right now. And the thing is, like, you don't have a practical plan. I'm thinking of this card that comes up in my Moonology deck. I think it's like full moon in Taurus, which is coming up very soon. Don't have a practical plan. But you know what you want to feel like, and you know what you don't want to feel like. And this Queen of Cups is very emotional. It's very in tune. It's very in tune and probably empathic of others as well. And might really be turning to some spiritual places or spiritual people, or looking for that very nurturing friend. You know, this is maybe even like going to that mother figure or somebody to offer you some sort of support. The truth is, the lesson is, the Wheel of Fortune is that you are that person. You are the only person. You can provide yourself that kind of comfort. I feel the need for you to change your approach in relationships and commitments. Like, you get here, you get to this place, and you're like, look, the grass is literally greener on the other side. Yet there's like this rebellious energy, like, yeah, but I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to do it the easy way. I don't want to ask for help. I don't want to rely on anybody. They just want to break free and go. And clearly there's something or someone that you're dreaming about or wishing for or thinking would put you in a better place. But the Wheel of Fortune, look at how she's able to do kind of this yoga pose on top of a moving wheel. Like, obviously it's not going very fast. Change doesn't happen overnight. And if you want change and you want to get to that place where the grass is greener on the other side, let's not forget the Wheel of Fortune is a card of Saturn. You could do it, but you have to do it through the hard work. And it's not going to be running away from something, and it's not going to be about like just getting out of that relationship and not really having to have those emotional conversations or, you know, explain yourself or anything. And so in a way, I get like this feeling that this Queen of Cups is kind of making you stay still. Because your challenge card is the Adjustment, Seven of Pentacles. My card of adjustments. You know how, like, I don't know, I've been doing so much gardening lately. Like, it's my passionate hobby. I find myself just like needing to run to the garden store, and even if it's just like 15, 20 minutes, I just kind of do some planting, and I just really enjoy it. And you plant those seeds, or you try to propagate something, and then you find yourself like really staring at it, and you're like, okay, well, I remember I did this differently when I did it this time. And you start to like collect the data. This reminds me of very North Node in Gemini, like taking a look at the hardcore data. And it seems to me like, Pisces, you are kind of trying to ignore the hardcore data in front of you. Like the universe is almost providing you a logical course to change what is going on or the issues that you're having with your life. And then you're like, yeah, but I don't want to do it like that. That's what I get. I get this almost indulgent kind of feeling. And you might get that from Jupiter starting to move into your sign. Like, that feeling like I just want life to kind of give it to me. And maybe it will. And maybe it's the integration of all of those things. Because the outcome is here, that the Three of Pentacles. And I just kind of get that feeling like that three, which it does explain like the creativity. Like there's people that come together, the small parts that come together to make a whole. And the Three of Pentacles means that you're going to have to collaborate in some way, and the lesson's probably going to be cooperating with other people. And just because somebody has a good idea doesn't mean that your idea isn't good. And there probably needs to be some kind of rebalancing or a plan, more pentacles and being practical, but working together, cooperating together. And maybe that is the approach that you've never really tried before. Maybe you found yourself just staying in the feels of it, right? Even if in some way you're kind of just like not saying anything and building up the resentments until you just want to run away from the whole situation. And then Saturn, which is going to come into play soon, is going to kind of give you the smack back into reality and be like, yeah, it's not going to be that easy to get out of. And the lesson here is that you have to start to collaborate and work with other people in a way that benefits everyone. You have to work to make the environment good enough for things to grow from. And if you're in an environment where you literally, mentally, physically want to get out of, you're probably not putting your best energy into it, and therefore nothing is growing. And if you're not putting the work into that thing that you want to grow, you're just sitting there on your lawn chair looking across the street at the neighbor and going, man, his grass is really green. I think I just want to move to that house. Saturn's like, yeah, but why don't you just do the things that you need to do to make your house that abundant? Make your job that abundant. And for some of you, it might be a harder lesson. It might sting a little. Because for sure, the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana right there in the center, it's going to be big enough to make you change the direction or the way that you do things. So it will be significant. And the Queen of Cups also says that when you learn the lesson, have compassion for yourself. Look, all we have to do is look and observe ourselves and our behavior. Just take a step back and just ask yourself, am I being selfish? Am I being immature? Am I avoiding the things that I should be doing emotionally, physically, work life, kid life, whatever? Instead of just feeling like everything's a mess, I should probably just make a logical, practical plan and ask for help and get the things done and caught up with so that I could get back to my happy place. Instead of just wallowing in why the place isn't happy. Really powerful energy. Again, guys, seriously, like, it may not be pleasant experiences with this Uranus. Like I said, some of these transits are going to sting. They're going to make us change the way that we are and the way that our life is. And we're going to have a shift in our priorities, hopefully, and most likely for the better. So it's growth. Let's pull some oracle cards for you. Oh. I'm actually going to take this one and this one. Ah, so funny. You got service and courage. Service. You stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. I like that. And courage. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going. Do it. Don't worry. All will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. Love it. And sometimes it's like really easy to just walk away from things and just like ask God to help bring in the next thing. And obviously no matter what happens, God brings in the next thing, right? But like sometimes it's just really worth working on some stuff, facing those things. TikTok, Saturn, card number 30. Look at guys, it's so ironic. Like we have the clock here and the wheel here and things balancing right on top and you may be trying to control it. And here's the thing. You may feel pressure, like there's a sense of urgency this month, but there's not. There's just not. And in somehow, some way, you will understand and you will know that there is, and this is the time to change the mentality, to change a behavior, to change a pattern, and just start investing and doing work. A lot of us don't try things, like we don't try hard at things because if we suck at it, then we're kind of like, yeah, who cares? It's not good at it, whatever. You know? Like it's easier to just not try. And so it takes courage to like really put in the effort in the things that you want to work out. Because that means if it doesn't work out, that sucks. And I think you're working up the courage to make the investments, to put the work in. And I think it's going to be good for you. I think you're planting new seeds and you will see growth, no doubt. You will see growth, but it will be through your hard work. Love it, Pisces. All right, guys. Not sure when I'll be back, but I will most likely be back. So I hope it's a wonderful month for you and, take it easy on yourself. Take time and do things the right way. Okay. Also a reminder that we're going to move into somewhat of a sloppy Mercury retrograde in Gemini soon. And that should be super exciting as well. That's kind of the chaotic stuff. So, all right. Take care, Pisces. I will talk to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.